Frank Clark has just signed with the Seattle Seahawks. How does this impact the San Francisco 49ers? Well, one thing it does, if the pressure wasn't already on to go make a deal after the Eagles went and got Kevin Byard, then the pressure is certainly on now because the Seattle Seahawks just got better. The Seattle Seahawks are a team that I talked about immediately after the draft, made a video about it, said that the 49ers should be worried about the division because Seattle is right there. Right before the season started, I did a very long stream with the Seattle Seahawks content creator and talked about it again then, reiterated the point that Seattle is coming. They are not far behind the 49ers. And after the draft, they had amassed a ton of talent. And you're starting to see it. The 49ers have come back to the pack. Both these teams have 2 losses currently. Devin Witherspoon is one of the best corners in the league already as a rookie. Their secondary is phenomenal. There is talent all over that defense that just was not there last year. And now they just added Frank Clark, which was a much needed piece. They need some pass rush to go along with an elite secondary that they have. The Seattle Seahawks are a very, very good team. In fact, a couple weeks ago on Grant's show, when the 49ers were still undefeated, I talked about one defense that I thought matched up the best with the San Francisco 49ers, and that was the Seattle Seahawks. That was before Witherspoon had already started to show that he was an elite corner. I just knew that he had it in him, and that was before they added Frank Clark. So this division all of a sudden is not even close to being locked up. The Seattle Seahawks have a chance here. A couple weeks ago, we were talking about, can the 49ers go undefeated? What is more likely, them going undefeated or getting 3 losses? And I think most people agreed, hey, there's no way this team gets 3 losses. Undefeated probably isn't going to happen either, but if I have to choose, I'm going undefeated. Well, here we are a couple weeks later, and they already have 2 losses, and the Seattle Seahawks are right there. Those 2 games against Seattle and the 1 game against Philly, that 3-game stretch that starts on Thanksgiving is going to be so important, not only for the division, but for the number 1 seed. Seattle Seahawks are right there. This division is not locked up by any means. And I think if I would have said this 2 weeks ago, before the 49ers had actually lost a game, would have been laughed at. Hell, I would have laughed at myself. But here we are. 49ers, Seahawks, division will be on the line in those 2 games in that 3-week time span. With the Eagles sandwich in the middle of those 2 games, it is going to be a tough road. Starting this week with the Cincinnati Bengals, this is starting to look like not a must-win necessarily to make the playoffs, but as far as division goes, number 1 seed, they cannot go into the bye week with a 3rd straight loss. That would be devastating for the San Francisco 49ers. So it starts this week with Cincinnati, but Frank Clark being added to the Seattle Seahawks, they just got better. Damn.